Hello and thank you for joining us. First, let me ask, what do you know about the Guyana National Bureau of Standards? As you think about the answer to that question, welcome to this edition of the GNBS in 30, where we will be sharing with you all that the GNBS has been doing for the past month. I am Bibi Khatun, Communications Officer at the GNBS. First off, during the month of July, the GNBS participated in the certification of Metro Office and Computer Supplies to the ISO 9001:2015 standard, and we roll out our mobile stamping exercise across the country for the second half of 2022. We also commenced the verification of electricity meters at the GNBS using a new test bench. We conducted trainings for our stakeholders and also worked to develop our strategic plan for the next 5 years. Stay tuned to learn more about these and other topics in this edition of the GNBS in 30. In 2021, the Guyana National Bureau of Standards submitted a list of private companies to the CARICOM Regional Organization for Standards and Quality, CROSSQ, which were vying for certification to the ISO 9001:2015 standard. Under the 11th European Development Fund, the Economic Partnership Agreement Program, Metro Office and Computer Supplies was selected. I'm sure Metro is no stranger to you. The aim of the project is to improve quality products and services in the public and private sector across CARIFORUM region, which includes CARICOM member states and the Dominican Republic. With excellent guidance from the GNBS, Metro Office and Computer Supplies became the first of 6 private sector companies in the region to achieve the ISO 9001:2015 standard certification. The National Certification Body of Jamaica presented the certificate to the company at a hand-over ceremony on Tuesday, July 12, 2022 at the Grand Coastal Hotel. Here are some of the highlights from the hand-over ceremony.
From the Guyana National Bureau of Standards and the ministry perspective, it has always been a proud moment when local businesses take action to clearly demonstrate that they are in it for the long haul. Choosing the path of standardization and certification to international standards that focuses on quality management is a clear message that this company wants sustainability. To be in business for so many years and many more years to come, this is the approach and the kind of commitment we need from more and more businesses, manufacturers, and service providers to guaranteeing prolonged economic growth.
Beyond tonight, with this certification, quality and customer satisfaction will remain forefront in the decisions and actions of the management and staff of this company, and I'm sure their customers expect no less of them.
We are happy that institutions and companies like the Guyana National Bureau of Standards and the NCBJ and private sectors represented by Metro share the CROSSQ's dream, indeed the vision, of making every citizen of CARICOM a partner in the drive to make quality a way of life. Because quality is the only thing that is remembered when price is forgotten. Building this quality culture is a marathon and it's not a sprint. It is in fact a journey of all of us in this room and a journey all our families must be willing to take. This journey requires preparation through the setting of standards. It requires deciding the direction and the defined measures for existence, traceability, accuracy, and accountability. That is metrology. It requires an assessment of our capacity, resilience, and methodology through inspection, testing, and certification, collectively called conformity assessment, to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the products and services objectively meet quality standards and therefore can be trusted.
We are encouraged by the work being done under the 11th EDF Technical Barriers to Trade TBT project implemented by CrossQ and national standard bodies like Guyana National Bureau of Standards. Significant focus is being placed on identifying and addressing quality-related issues affecting firms within CARIFORUM states. To this end, the project has committed to preparing 6 private sector organizations for certification to an internationally recognized management systems. We are happy to know that Metro Office and Computer Supplies is the first of 6 to achieve this standard.
And we want to take this opportunity to express our deepest appreciation to the European Union for providing the funding for this project through the CARIFORUM 11th EDF Caribbean Regional Indicative Program. Thank you to the implementing partners, PTB, CrossQ, and Indocal from Dominican Republic for implementing this project on behalf of CARIFORUM. Thank you to the Guyana Bureau of Standards for all of your efforts towards helping the Metro Office and Computer Supplies of Guyana to achieve this certification status.
Certification is a tool that is used by any company, regardless of size or complexity. It is a tool that is used to strengthen business. In other words, to level up. I know a lot of us in here, we play games, right? Or we may have our children that play games. So you know what it is to level up, how to reach the next stage and next level. That is what certification does. As a certification body, we are very proud to have Metro as one of our clients, one of our certified clients. They are certified to ISO 9001, which is a standard that they have implemented to represent the strength of their quality management system. So I tip my hat to Metro. Good job.
And that expectation, if we have that sign on our wall or anywhere in any of the media that we have, our client are expecting that standard. So I am standing here and asking our dedicated employee, all of our dedicated employees here, to make sure that we serve with pride and we serve with standard.
During their short visit to Guyana, the CrossQ team also had a tour of the GNBS. The GNBS offers an effective and efficient technical assistance program to assist companies vying for certification to international standards. Here is a short video to help you learn more. Do sign up to our Technical Assistance Program and let the GNBS lead you to the door of certification. Now let's switch your attention to the verification or mobile stamping of scales, masses, and measures at markets and shops countrywide. The GNBS in July began the stamping of these measuring instruments for the second half of 2022. As you would know, this is done twice annually. This is to ensure that there is accuracy of measurements for both users of the devices and the consumers who are purchasing from these persons. The mobile exercises commenced on July 12 at the Stabroek Market and progressed to other markets and locations within the city, East Coast, East Bank, and the West Bank of Demerara. Our mobile team spent 2 days at the Border Market and we paid them a visit during that exercise. Let's take a look.
Welcome, Kimo.
Thank you, Lloyd. This morning, the GNBS is actually doing verification of the scales in the market, or scales, weights, and measures, we call it. Now, as Lloyd mentioned, as you mentioned earlier, Lloyd, that the verification is done twice yearly, and we're in the second period, right? So we need to ensure that the scales used in the market are stamped, as we call it, or verified for trade. So all the scales, weights, and measures used in the market, we ensure that they'll be verified once the device is an approved one. As I'm speaking about approved device, the approved device would have been the electronic scales or the red scales, right? Or if I can say, scales that carry or you can actually weigh in kilograms. A lot of times we see people have scales that are in dual mode or the pound scale, or a lot of scales like the dial scales that are not approved. We don't verify those scales, but we ensure that the scales that are in metric quantities, scales that are kept clean, without, like the red scales, some of the scales you find, people bring them with holes in the pan. We ensure that the scales doesn't have holes, they don't come, this pan don't come in a plastic bag and sorts of these things.
So we at the GNBS, it is our responsibility, as I mentioned earlier, to verify all weighing and measuring devices. Now you might want to know why we're specifically, why we're in the market, why we're not at our office. Well, it's mobile stamping. We want to reach the vendors, we want to reach the shopkeepers, especially in this initial phase where we're going to set up our shop at a specific location, at the market or areas where there are lots of shops, and we invite our vendors and shopkeepers to come out to that location, get their devices quickly verified, and return to their place of business. So that is what we want to do during our mobile stamping exercise. We don't want to disrupt the business of the vendors and shopkeepers for a prolonged period. But of course, this has some limit. It will come to an end eventually. And you will, as a vendor or a user of a scale, you'll be required to come to the GNBS in Sophia or our branch offices across the various regions to get your devices verified.
What we do, we first would collect the scale, inspect it to ensure that the scale is balanced, it is clean. We ensure there's zero balance, whereby we put it, the scale, the pan at one end and the other end, no device or no weight, and ensure that it's level and it's balancing. And then we go through the different increments. So for instance, if a scale is 10 kg, we start at the zero, we will do a midpoint, we'll do the maximum, and we have different intervals that we check the scale to ensure the scale is working properly. So at any point or any area, like you come to use the scale, if the scale is 10 kg, for example, and you come to buy 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, we would have checked it at the different increments to ensure that it's reading accurately. And when we do so, when we finish, the GNBS would normally affix an approved seal or a sticker. We would want you to look for this approved seal. It's much different from the last time. We used to use a red one, but this is the new one we're using. You will see it will be affixed with the GNBS logo at one side. The inspector will have a signature, and it will have the date when the device was verified. So you can look for that for certain guidelines, so you know, well, the scale was verified in the 7th month. Today is the 13th day?
Yes, sir.
The 13th day, right? And you ensure that the scale was verified today, so you know you have 6 months before the scale could probably go out to calibration. So you're using a device that was verified for the period that we're in.
Do take note, before submitting your devices for verification, make sure that they are approved for trade, in good condition, and are in metric. Verification is conducted twice annually to ensure consistency in accurate measurements. The GNBS encourages vendors not to use unverified scales to conduct trade, as shown in this ad.
Good afternoon, Auntie.
Good afternoon.
How this cassava going?
It's very cheap. You want some?
Yes, please a kilogram.
All right.
Hold on, wait. You know these blue scales are for home use only and they're not approved by the GNBS for selling?
So which one is supposed to use? This is what I'm using all the time.
Any of the scales approved by the GNBS for selling, like those red equal arm scales.
Oh, like this one over here?
Yes, and it must be stamped and verified by the GNBS every 6 months.
Always ensure, when making purchases, that the seller uses the approved scale stamped and verified by the GNBS, and the scale is at zero balance before weighing. GNBS, creating a culture of quality through standards.
The GNBS is mandated by the 1981 Weights and Measures Act to verify all measuring instruments used in trade. This includes petrol pumps, bulk meters, compartment of tanker wagons, storage tanks, measuring rulers, water meters, moisture meters, the custody transfer meters offshore, and electricity meters. This brings us to our next activity in the month of July, a training on the verification of electricity meters. Did you know that the GNBS verifies electricity meters for accuracy before they're installed in your homes? We do. And recently, the Bureau acquired a new electricity test bench to test a wider range of meters. To better understand the mechanism of the new test bench, recently a training was conducted for 27 inspectors in the Legal Metrology Department and 2 inspectors from the Guyana Power and Light Company. Here's a recap of that event.
From July 5th to the 8th, the GNBS would have conducted the introduction of the verification of electricity meters. This training was conducted or facilitated by CINAMET, which is the Legal Metrology Department out of Panama, and a total of 27 inspectors would have benefited from this training. Point to note, apart from the inspectors of the GNBS, inspectors from the GPL were also trained, so that it will give them a greater appreciation as to what we actually do at the GNBS, and to also keep them in the loop in the process. The training was conducted because the GNBS sees it as a timely one. One, because we have acquired a new test bench, which can actually test more meters. It's more modern, one of the modern equipment or up-to-date equipment you can find in the world today. And we needed some training so that we can facilitate ourselves or to prepare ourselves for the use of this equipment.
With approximately 15,000 electricity meters submitted by the Guyana Power and Light Company annually for verification, the GNBS is now more equipped to ensure that all are accurate. Now, as we work to improve our services offered to stakeholders, in July, the GNBS management team worked aggressively to develop its new strategic plan for the years 2022 to 2027. Among many aspects of the plan, there are certain measures that will be taken to address infrastructure needs, the expansion of key services, and improvements to benefit internal and external stakeholders. Now, as we seek to address the needs of our stakeholders, the GNBS from July 22nd to the 24th established a booth at the International Building Expo 2022 hosted under the theme, A New Frontier for Building a One Guyana. The exciting building exposition saw participation from over 300 other exhibitors. Our marketing and communications team, along with our business development team, were able to interact with several contractors, homeowners, engineers, manufacturers, and others who visited the Guyana National Stadium over that weekend. Let's hear from our Head of Marketing, Mr. Saeed Ibrahim, and Head of Communications, Mr. Lloyd David.
We offer a wide range of calibration services for the construction sector, and this includes compression testing machine to test the compression strength of concrete hollow blocks, multimeters, and torque wrenches.
Yes, certainly. Those are quite a bit of instruments that we offer calibration services too. But in terms of testing, if you have, I know Said mentioned concrete hollow blocks. We also test concrete hollow blocks at the Guyana National Bureau of Standards. If you're a homeowner and you buy a quantity of blocks and you have some doubts or reservation about the quality, you can take a sample, bring it down to the GNBS, and we could do the testing to determine the compressive strength. If you're a block maker and you want to know the quality of blocks you are producing, you can also bring samples to the GNBS and have them tested. So we at the GNBS, we offer a variety of services. Said mentioned calibration. We also offer testing, and we also offer certification to persons in the building and construction sector in terms of their products. I must mention, it's always, it's good to mention this. If you are a user of PVC pipes, for example, I know most of us, we have those pipes in our homes, and you check those pipes. We, the GNBS, we certify those pipes. Why? Because we don't want them to burst, and you want them to meet the requirements of the national standard. So all in all, we have a good reason why we should be at the International Building Expo 2022, and we're happy to be a part to let persons passing by, stopping at our booth, know about what we are offering at the Bureau of Standards.
Yes, especially for certification services, we offer certification services to the construction sector, and this includes PVC pipes, concrete hollow block, fiberglass shower units, and bathtubs.
Yes, certainly. And also, in terms when we're talking about certification, we also offer the Made in Guyana certification mark to companies that want to have their products recognized as made in Guyana.
It is with great pride and honor that I receive this Made in Guyana mark on behalf of Fabstar. We will continue to strive and produce higher quality Guyanese product. I encourage my fellow Guyanese to follow our footsteps. From myself, management and staff, we all thank you.
of Standards sells several standards relating to the construction sector and also provides certification for one of the most common construction materials, concrete hollow blocks. We also provide certification for concrete cylinders and cubes, and we provide calibration for the compression testing machine used to test those items. On July 18th, the GNBS recertified 4-inch concrete hollow blocks manufactured by Gafson Industries. The company received a certificate and a plaque along with stickers to display that their blocks are certified for customers' use. Certification helps to improve customer confidence and promotes quality and standard. Thank you for staying tuned to this edition of the GNBS in 30. As we wind down the edition of the program, there are several training opportunities which you can sign up for or get on board the push for standards and quality. In June and July, the GNBS Business Development Team provided training on the ISO 14001:2015 Environmental Management System Standard, food safety, agricultural practices, and many others. Coming up in August, persons can sign up for Food Safety Management Principles on August 9, 2022, Internal Auditing of ISO Management Systems, Risk Management, Statistical Process Control, Value Stream Mapping. Our team of qualified professionals are prepared and ready to help you get to the next level in your career or business. Be sure to sign up and participate in a training that is relevant to you. This brings us to the end of this edition of the GNBS in 30. Before we part ways, be sure to follow our Facebook page as we keep you updated on various services offered by the Bureau, including calibration and testing, training and consultancy, rental of masses, provision of standards, and many others. At the start of this program, I asked you what you know about the GNBS, and I'm sure by the end of it, you would have learned a lot. The Guyana National Bureau of Standards is located at the Sophia Exhibition site, and we have offices across the country. For more information, visit our website at gnbsgy.org. To contact us, you can also call 219-0064-66 or WhatsApp 692-4627. Goodbye for now.
We are the national standards body of Guyana. We ensure quality, consistency, and safety. We are a driving force for business growth and development through our training and consultancy program. We test the testers. We ensure companies maintain operations at the highest possible level, ensuring their devices are calibrated and their products are tested. Certification marks ensure confidence because of the accredited tests behind them. We provide audit and certification to laboratories and local products to national standards. We ensure accuracy. One standard. One test accepted everywhere. Delivering solutions. Working with consumer representatives. Driving business growth and development. Boosting Guyana's economy. Improving quality. The Guyana National Bureau of Standards.